Right.
Can he not hear us, or is he oblivious to what's
Yeah,
going
he
on?
can hear you. He's having a good day. Don't shit on his parade, I guess.
Ratchet ass friends.
I don't think it doesn't sound like he
I
can
don't
hear
think
us.
I'm Ratchet.
Like, and on them headlights at the red light, twerking on them headlights.
Dude, you gotta be listening to probably one of the worst songs I think I would have ever heard.
Had a red light.
Like, I don't know what you...
headlight.
Yeah, like, I don't know what you're rapping, but it doesn't sound great.
It was F and F from Glorilla.
What? F and a gorilla?
No, F and F by Glorilla. I just picked some random bougie ass song and I just had the lyrics popped up. And because it's the same thing over and over again, I learned the words pretty early on.
So you wanted us to learn them too?
Oh yeah, I just want to share it with my friends.
Yeah.
It is learning experience.
I don't think I took much from it, but
actually, hold on. Give me one.
Had a red light, twerking on the red light.
Dude, twerking on a red light. Wisp needs a second. Let him cook. Let Leo cook. Oh, he's muted.
Let him cook now.
He's muted. All right, now we all gotta scream when he unmutes himself.
Yo, I got you. Hold up.
No, don't actually scream. Don't actually do it. You're gonna blow out our ears. Don't fucking do that.
Come on.
All right.
That's
Never mind.
boring.
Oh my gosh, I need to learn not to cuss, dude. I've been editing our videos, and I was like very adamant on none of us cussing, and like I've been really good about it. But last video I edited, like 90% of the cussing was me.
Like sailor.
So, yeah, so like 90% of the cussing was me in the last video I edited. So like every single beep almost, it's me. I'm the problem. But the ones before that, we were all equally the problem.
Yeah, you kind of took control of that last time.
I did. Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't know if what's going on, but you are cutting out.
It's his mic. His mic's basically Britney Spears. It's been trapped and abused for a hot minute.
Oh, time for a new one.
Yeah, no, he loves his mic.
You can't
dances with knives.
Well, you can put your mic away and get a new one.
Wisp, if you want him to get a mic so bad, why don't you buy him one?
I'm not the one to ask. I'm poor.
You're the one who's telling him to get a new mic. Like, he can't just pull one out of his ass. No, do not do that. His webcam mic sounds like someone was inside of someone else's anus, like speaking out loud. Like, it's so bad.
It's absolutely wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about.
What, your webcam mic?
Here, you want to listen to his webcam mic?
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead and switch. So go ahead and switch it. Unless it's too much.
Oh, I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
You sound like a damn idiot.
Yeah, like he sounds like he's in a cave or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Cut out again.
Yeah, well, he's on his webcam mic. Hold on, you gotta get like a little I don't know, just say a normal sentence with your webcam mic.
Sentence.
This morning I went to the grocery store.
Yeah, doesn't he sound like shit?
I feel like I got cotton in my ears.
Yeah, like he makes you literally sound like you have water in your ears. Like it's just it's such a terrible feeling hearing him.
Sounds like he's got a messed up filter.
He sounds like he's on a motorcycle riding down like a road.
Yeah, it sounds like you're on your phone. Sounds like you're on your phone like I was on one day.
So pick and choose. Do you want this mic?
I like this one.
No, we're not using I think I would literally, like, my ears would bleed if I had to listen to that the whole episode.
Wait, we weren't wrong. Wait, we weren't talking about you, Jax. We were talking about Noah. What?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I like his mic the way it is.
Yeah, go.
Oh, earlier, yeah.
Do something cool before you switch back.
Fart in the mic. Fart in the mic.
Don't fart in the mic. I don't know. Do an accent.
I have one on standby.
Do you?
So you can barely make out the word standby.
You sound like you're fixing to record some kind of log in a building in the zombie apocalypse.
This is like perfect audio for Hope Core right here.
If anybody's out there and you can hear me, send help, please.
Yeah.
My rations are running out.
Yeah, you sound
out there, please.
Yeah, actually, you sound like a microphone in the zombie apocalypse from the 70s.
Oh, he's a Fallout microphone.
Yeah,
basically. Can you just say, please do not attempt to board the helicopter?
Please do not attempt to board the helicopter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, all right, please switch back. You sound so bad.
Actually, no, I like that for some reason.
What?
See?
What? There's no way.
I mean, not the whole way.
He's back to
not
normal.
The whole way. But...
Yippee!
Not the whole way, but yeah.
Oh, still counts.
Whoa,
Nah,
why can't we do it the whole way? What are we talking about here?
You guys are taking it level 2? Step 2? More than friends?
What?
Always.
Oh, see,
No,
Wisp is a little lost. Leo's a little lost.
I don't know what just
It's
happened.
okay. I stay throwing hints his way. He never catches them.
Yeah,
No, your hints. At least your hints aren't like Boom's hints.
Well, I mean,
that's because
Boom's
Ryan's
a little more aggressive.
Boom's just—they're not even hints. They're just full on like, hey, let me smash.
It's like assault.
No, I mean,
it is like verbal assault, isn't it?
It's just like, I'm gonna you.
Like I like how that's what their friendship has devolved to. It's just Boom saying stupid shit to make Leo mad. Like, I'm gonna you tonight, dude.
To be fair, I'm not the only one who does that too. He does that to Jackson also.
But I mean, he does that to pretty much everyone. Minus like he doesn't do that to like me or Dark. I don't think.
He just wants
Noah.
He just wants
No,
attention.
no. Boom.
Oh, I was about to say, bro. If Noah said that shit to me in the car when I was taking him home, bro, would have been on site.
Whoa! This ain't the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna confirm nor deny.
Y'all weren't there, bro.
You know, I really wish I was there, to be honest. Of course, I went my own separate way, but
give us details.
I mean, there wasn't too much to it. It was just pouring really bad.
I was passenger princess, and you know, I was getting a little scared in the ride, and he was like, "Whoa!" And then he put his hand on my thigh, and I was like, "Whoa! What are we doing here, huh?" It's getting a little spicy in this car right now.
Yeah, bro. We sat in his driveway for like 30 minutes.
The rain is here.
Well, as soon as he put the hand over there, the windows fogged up.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I was like,
I couldn't even see. We had to pull over
next.
Oh god.
Yeah, wait, hold on. No, Austin wasn't with you guys. I was sitting there thinking Austin's like in the background watching all this happen, but you left Austin in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Yeah, Austin's basically the normal passenger princess, and then you had the redneck version, which is Noah because he's down here in the south. So you have like redneck passenger princess, even though you're the furthest thing from being a redneck.
I'm from Ohio.
that ain't redneck.
You know what's crazy is
definitely not. Do I sound redneck to you?
Well, you're in South Carolina now, so you're basically you know, the yee. You're like honorary yee at this point.
Freaking term. The first
I mean, I know I say y'all.
The first time I heard that term was in Texas in the military. The freaking yee bullshit.
I mean,
they exist. They are real.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah, well, like, I don't know.
Don't make me come slap you.
Yeah, he's gonna travel and go and touch you in the thigh. You don't want that.
Well, I'll finally be able to see what Wisp was like. So
you saw my fingernails. That's all you need.
Yeah, it was just confirmed that you're white. That's it.
Yeah.
You are a pretty pale guy. You're not like, I don't know why I thought you weren't that white, but you are pretty white.
I'm not dark. No.
Listen, I'm pale too, okay? I'm basically the same color as grated Parmesan cheese, but like, we don't need to get into it here. Come on.
I'm about to say you're pale too, because I've seen the picture of you three.
No, I mean, I'm pretty positive all of us are like Parmesan cheese pale because we're all white as shit, and then Jackson being Spanish is just like the tannest one out of all of us.
He's just like, look at my Gouda cheese.
Holy shit, I just realized me and Santa are the minorities here. What the f***?
I mean, well, okay, hold on. You might be the minority, but I'm a woman, so that we're in like our own class. We're in our own class of having issues, I guess.
Not as a whammon.
Whammon. That's getting cut out.
Woman's in the category of sucking, so
yeah, the whole category of sucking is getting cut out. That's for sure.
I don't know about I don't know about a whammon.
No whammons allowed.
Can a woman be counted as a minority though?
No, definitely not. We're just in our own category of having issues, I guess.
Minority can't really be a gender.
Yeah, problem number one.
I'm pretty happy being a woman. I've never had to worry about work. I never had to worry about work discrepancies because I don't have a high enough degree to be able to get a job somewhere where I'll have to compete with men salary wise. So I'm pretty good right now.
Well, lucky you.
I don't think Wisp was happy with that. It's my body, my choice.
I just want the I just want the right to be recognized.
It's my body, and I need it now.
What did Boom say one day?
Okay, don't start bringing up old JG Wentworth commercials.
Boom said,
I love those commercials.
Boom said, all right, I'm trans now. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, I'm a woman now. And I was like, okay, you just want to compete in our sports, don't you? And he's like, no, I just want an easier life.
Some people get to live it on easy mode.
Some people do get to live on easy mode. I definitely don't think I have easy mode. If anything, I've had the complete opposite of it. But, some people really do just live it on easy mode.
To be fair, I'm not in easy mode right now.
I don't think I've ever had an easy mode.
No, I was in easy mode years ago, but now it just got more difficult.
Isn't that everywhere?
I mean, I guess
I'm working that way, though.
I would count, the school years as easy mode.
You think so?
Where you had to pay bills.
The school years for me were waking up, going to school, sleeping, and somehow graduating with a 3 point something.
Yeah, that still wasn't easy mode
say
for me.
Somehow, you're smart.
You gotta keep in mind, not everyone had the same thing.
Yeah, to be fair, freaking high school for me is a big ass blur. The only thing I remember mostly is some of the classrooms, which they gutted the inside of the high school I went to, so that is not the same at all. But the most part I remember about it is basically the band I was in. I mean, most people there in the classroom and the football field and all that jazz. That's the only part that's not blurry to me.
I mean, yeah, but when I'm saying being a kid isn't necessarily easy mode, it's really not. There's some kids who their only meal of the day was school lunch, or other kids who were homeless outside of school, or there's a lot of issues going home, parents are abusing, beating on each other. I wouldn't necessarily say high school not high school, but just school as a whole for a child would be easy mode. I definitely in terms of working, yes, but even still, that's not guaranteed.
No, it's not. Everybody had their own qualms and issues.
Oh, most definitely.
Qualms.
Most definitely.
Qualm.
But I mean, to each their own.
Sorry.
What?
What
happened?
He was just qualm.
I kept saying qualm, and he just blurts out, yeah.
Womp womp. Did you just say womp womp to a...
Qualm.
What was it? Did you just say womp womp to a 3-year-old child disappearing? What was it?
What?
Oh, no, it was did you say womp womp to a 8-year-old disabled girl or something?
It was something like that.
And he goes, no, I'm saying womp womp because your studio or something shit. It's he was upset about something.
Womp womp.
Wait, who went there? Who did that?
You never seen the video?
It was of this news broadcaster. Dude was talking about this disabled girl, and the dude was the other guy was womp womp. He started going off on him, but he was saying womp womp because of something else. At least that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah. It's literally right as you search up womp womp, it pops up. It's Corey. Corey says womp womp about girl with Down syndrome. Yeah, so it was did you just say womp womp to a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome?
That's messed up.
Oh yeah, no, it's very messed up. But God, that shit was funny. It turned into a meme.
Anything can turn into a meme if you just put your mind to it.
Yeah, kind of like the Catch Me Outside girl.
Oh my God!
Please, what's her actual name?
Danielle Bregoli.
Danielle Broly, from Dragon Ball Z, Broly.
Bregoli.
Oh, Bregoli.
Is that actually her name?
Broccoli.
That's Danielle.
Don't ask me why I know these things. I just have a thing for storing useless information, but I know it.
Like the Hawk Tuah.
I mean, that's more recent, and she's a criminal.
Okay,
she's a criminal. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, she scammed people out of money. Granted, I mean, if people are stupid enough to fall for that in the first place, I mean, that's on them. But she did a whole crypto scam thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And then disappeared off the face of the world for 2 months.
What was that? Hot Tuh coin? What was it called?
Oh, that chick.
Yeah, I think so. It was $Tuh.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hot Tuh coin. Yeah, okay, hold on.
And then a bunch of people purchased the coin, and then she got rid of it.
And kept all the earnings and stuff. It's a crime.
Oh wait, hold on. There was just a new article published yesterday, February the 7th. The Hawk Tuah girl has woken up from the longest nap of all time and has released a podcast explaining everything, which led to more people pump and dumping her Hawk Tuah coin. This is called Hawk coin with a $.
God, the dumb things people freaking do.
I really don't understand how people fall for that.
I mean, she disappeared for 2
It's like
months.
absolutely wild.
She disappeared for 2 months. I'm trying
True,
to see
but
what she
like,
said.
I could sit here for 2 months. 2 months from now, I'm not gonna be stupid enough to buy a Hawk Tua coin.
Yeah, her last episode on the Talk Tua was December 3rd.
Last episode.
Yeah,
What?
it's been bad.
Well, didn't she end it with like when she got confronted about the crypto scam? Didn't she end it with like, I'm gonna go take a nap, and that's why everyone's like, she just woke up from her nap 2 months later.
You're like, well, anywho, I'm
going to
take
a nap
later.
I'm going to bed.
What the fuck was that? What was that? A freaking podcast of hers?
Oh yeah,
Talk
to
to her.
It's her podcast. It's called.
I don't pay attention to meme worthy stuff.
Dude, even Meat
Good,
King
you
just
should
made
stay
like
away
a
from
video
that.
on it. I would stay away from it.
Oh my goodness.
That shit's cancerous.
Yeah, because then you're gonna dip into the realm of what they call brain rot wisp.
I do that by doom scrolling sometimes on YouTube, but that's about it.
I'm trying to see what official thing that she's like in like an official statement. But I'm not seeing a quote unquote official. Oh wait, hold on.
Okay, hold on.
She said, I feel really bad for all the people that got affected by it, Welch said, explaining that the idea of launching a coin was brought to her as something that would change the way everybody thinks about crypto, but she began having suspicions about his intentions. She added, I probably should have looked into him a bit more. Are you kidding me? Really?
Yes,
you should have looked into like literally 90%. Okay, it's not even 90%. It's probably like 99% of like crypto that is ran as a scam.
Yes,
like literally almost all of it's a scam.
Yes,
I can't.
I don't know how to I'm sitting here, I'm thinking Noah's gonna add on to it. Noah's probably pretty much more updated on the crypto coin world than what Wisp is. I know Leo knows not a single damn thing about the cryptocurrency world.
I mean, I know I've heard of it.
No,
I've heard of it and I know about it, but I don't care or pay attention to it.
I would also second that because it's just like majority of it seems like a waste of time.
That's not something I really want to look into. I mean, it's not an interest of mine.
If this was like during the pandemic, I was on top of it and investing.
Yeah, that's when I started hearing about it a lot.
Things,
yeah,
because you had like the Doge coins and like
I swear to God,
a whole bunch of things coin, like that.
I swear to God, that came from a freaking dog.
It did.
Yeah, I know.
It did indeed, and
it's stupid.
Yeah, but some people, like my brother, he invested a lot. Like I want to say he put in like $200-300, and at its peak, he was able to get like $3,000 from it. But unfortunately, like Elon went on SNL that night and like completely like spat all over everything, and so it just like immediately tanked.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I was so sad during that time because I had just gotten started into it, and I was like, oh my God, could you just imagine?
He was like, well, I guess I gotta stop now. Click.
Yeah, once that happened, I have not touched it since, and that was like it's going on 4 years at this point.
Yeah, I guess that kind of stuff, like fads and stuff.
I would say stocks, on the other hand, not bad.
Oh, stocks are fine. I dumped into Ethereum, and boy, I regret that shit.
Oh God,
I heard
about it. It looked really promising. It really did.
Yeah, so did
a lot of it does.
Yeah, so did those pictures. What do you call them? The pictures that people were selling.
Oh my gosh! I wanted to start designing the NFTs. I'm not even gonna lie. I did design an NFT and I posted it. It didn't sell.
Oh, NFT.
But I did
the
design
NFTs
one.
were bigger scams than anything. Holy moly!
NFT.
That's what Logan Paul got in trouble for.
I still regret not making one and being able to sell it. Even if it was a scam, it was the time.
Logan Paul also got in trouble for a cryptocurrency thing.
That's because he actually scammed.
But...
Well, that's because he tried making like a what was it, an NFT game, and then he like had people who like donated funds to like start it up. Like what's it called when people do that? Like they support something and they want to get it booted up, like
Kickstarter,
like investing.
Yeah, kind of like like Kickstarter investors. He had investors who wanted to be a part of the game, and if I remember correctly, like the game didn't start up or whatever, and he never gave them their money back or something like that. I forgot. It was something on the lines of that. He didn't like directly scam people, but he did at the same time. And then he promised their money back, and then he wouldn't give their money back.
Exactly.
And then he kept getting, he kept getting called out, and then he's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna hand the money back." And to this day, I think he's only given like a few people out of that massive group that were owed money back. So it's your own fault for investing into something. Yeah, I mean, a scam's a scam, but the fact that you invested that much money into something that wasn't very promising to begin with, you had to take some kind of accountability, you know?
Hell, I've never done the investing with anything in general because I just never got into it. Like investing in anything in general. Like people have done it with success, but I just can't find the moment or give a shit to do it. It seems like a waste of my time. Investing in anything, like a company or the normal crap people invest in. Like if they have money just laying around, like they just throw $200 or something at a company and watch the stocks go up and down. Oh, stocks. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I've been investing into NVIDIA, and I've been investing into them for the past, like, 4 years. And I've never had my stuff drop, but I will say, ironically enough, NVIDIA took a massive hit the other day. I had no idea. I had actually pulled my stocks for NVIDIA the day before that massive, like, whatever it was, like, hit them the other day. And I just see a news article the next day. It's like, NVIDIA's stocks, like, plummet because of this and this and this. And I'm over here, I'm like, wow, I like, ironically just pulled my shit beforehand. Like, the day before, almost all of my like, investments, I pulled them out. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, what a perfect timing. I just scraped by losing all that money. I don't know what caused them to go down. I didn't look into it. The only reason I was even ever investing in NVIDIA was just because I personally buy NVIDIA stuff, hence my graphics card and all that shit. So, like, I invested into it because it's something I personally use and, like, I believe in. So.
Yeah, people invest in
I don't know really much about that.
Yeah, people invest in certain things they or support or whatever. I just never found something I support or just never had the money to do it in general. I'm a poor bastard.
You don't really need a lot of money. You put in $5 and you should have 6 by the end of the week.
Oh wow!
I'm sure a lot of people too will
yay!
take like
I mean, eventually, if you put in like $5 every week,
yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. I was gonna say a lot of people too will like take they'll get their paycheck and they'll take like $10 to $20 from it and just like invest it into a stock.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's really an overtime game if you're, like, playing it correct. And okay, hold on. Anyone listening to this, do not take any of our advices. We're not good investors. We don't really mess with that. Don't listen to any of us. But what I personally do.
Put all your savings in a Bitcoin. Put all of your savings in a Bitcoin. 100%. Deplete your bank account. Put it all into Bitcoin right now.
It's kind of like when you're working and it's like, hey, listen, this is what you're supposed to do, but like this is what I'm gonna do. So like you can listen to us, don't do what we're doing though, just because like we are not the people to listen to on this. But anyways, what I did was I went around and like put $20 into like NVIDIA and I just threw it in there and forgot about it. And then like when I went and go check it like a year later, it was like $84, $86. So like I mean, it's not like a massive jump, but like I got $60 from it. Like, so it's the more you invest in, the more you're going to get if it's a thriving investment.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like it doesn't take a lot to be able to make money from it. Like $5, yeah, you're going to have $6. Like it's not going to be a lot, but like, you put in like a couple of dollars here and there whenever you have the extra change. Eventually it could turn into something. Now, granted, if you're broke and you do that and you're investing to something that's shit, you're not going to get shit back. You probably would lose money. So you really got to pick and choose what you want to invest in. I mean, there's routes to like learn about that. I haven't learned about them very well. But there are things you can invest in that typically have like a set up or down.
Yeah, and I know that there's like a more complicated version too. It's called like Forex or something like that. And then it's like super like in-depth. You can set like parameters and you can buy in at a certain point, choose when to buy out, go ups and downs. It's like super complex, but you very like good gains from it. Very good potential if you can get the hang of it.
I regret not pulling the AMC. Okay, so what got me? You know what? Ironically enough, what got me into investing is when what was it? Redditors like calls AMC to like skyrocket. You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you guys remember that? It was back in like 2021.
The only thing I remember from that was I just remember GameStop absolutely blowing up in stock.
There was that too, but AMC also did that, and the Redditors were like, hey, I think it was Redditors. They basically, like, they shot it up, and I had invested into it because my roommate was like, hey, like, this is what's going on. And, like, I only put in, like, I don't know, it was $100 like that, and it shot up to, like, $250, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna pull this, I'm gonna let it keep cooking. Well, anyways, you know, it was only a 1-day thing, so then it shot down the next day, and I'm like, damn it! It went down at like 150. I still I pulled at 150, so I still made a profit, but like I regret not pulling when it was like in the 200s.
Do you have anything still sitting today?
No, really the only investment I have today, let's see. I know I have about $80 in Nvidia because I left like $100 in there the other day before it like went down. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know it was going down. I just happened to pull majority of it, and then like literally the next day it went down. All I have is like $80 in Nvidia, which it was 100. It shot down. And then I have hold on. I'm pulling it up. I have $7 in Cumins. I don't even know what that is. That's like a stock that they gave me for signing up with Robinhood. They're like, here's a stock. Here's a free stock. I got $7 of whatever that is. Too. Yeah, it's like Cumins or something like that. I don't even know what that is. And then I have Tesla stock. I have $14 of Tesla. And I only invested in that. I actually sent that investment in 2021 and just have left it. I think it was like $5 when I sent it in. Oh no, it's $10. $10 in 2021 and it's only at $14. So, I mean.
Oh, it's definitely had its ups and downs for sure.
Oh, yeah, I just have never messed with it. I think I just put into it just because in 2021, everyone was like, oh my gosh, like, these Cybertrucks and these, like, not NVIDIA, going back to that. These, like, Teslas are great. They're the best thing in the world. Obviously, viewpoints have changed on that, but I just invested into it because I thought it was something that wouldn't shoot down, but it's definitely has its ups and downs. Well, $10 ain't going to be much.
It ain't like anyone was doing anything in that year anyway.
That is very true.
I mean, at least in South Carolina, we kind of were.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
South Carolina was stubborn. We were one of the last states to shut down. We were one of the first states to open back up. So, like, by like, let's see, we shut down in March.
I think it was like 2 months.
Yeah, we shut down in March, and I think by like, it was like June, July. That's when I went back to work. I think my job opened back up in June, and I didn't even get summoned there till July. So I had like 3 solid months off. But like, we were one of the first states to open back up, but we were one of the last states to shut back down. So like, you know, at that point, that's like 7 or 8 months before 2021. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really too much of COVID related stuff for us, at least in 2021.
I mean, it's common sense. I mean, bring me my food. I can't go out. I mean,
I know what I ate during COVID. Well, okay, hold on, let me rephrase that.
What you
I know what I ate during COVID. Shut up. During COVID, okay, so when I have autoimmune issues, and so like I get sick very easily. So like when something's wrong, I kind of like notice immediately. And anyways, so one of my coworkers was out of work. They were out of work for like a whole week. And they had COVID. And anyways, I felt completely fine. Nothing was wrong with me. And then my coworker came back to work. And I worked with him his second day back. And literally, I felt fine. Nothing was wrong. And then the next day, I worked my shift with him. Nothing was wrong. And keep in mind, he was completely fine at this point. He wasn't sick anymore. His test came back negative. But I got off of that shift at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, at the restaurant. And about 1 a.m., I just started coughing out the blue. Like, coughing out of the blue nowhere. Dry cough, like, it just started up from nothing. I felt fine. I just started coughing. And since I started coughing so bad, I immediately, in my mind, I was like, I think I got COVID. I felt fine. I didn't have any loss of taste, no smell loss. Felt completely fine. I was just coughing, and it wasn't even like a chest cough, where your chest hurt. It was just a dry cough. And so I immediately scheduled a COVID test for the morning of, because it's you don't start randomly coughing out of nowhere like that. So I immediately, my mind was like COVID. So I go and I schedule a COVID test the next morning with DHAC. So, like, not even 12 hours after my cough had started, I had already gotten a test and everything like that, and it came back positive. I had COVID. But I had caught COVID so early that, like, I didn't even lose my taste or smell till, like, the 3rd day in, because I had caught it so early. So, like, for the first few days, I still had my taste and my smell, so, like, I was getting BurgerFi, because, BurgerFi is kind of fire. It's so expensive, but it is
They shut them all
fire.
down, though.
I've never had that.
There's still one in Surfside. There's still one in Surfside.
Okay, yeah, but that's in Surfside. I have
Yeah,
to go
the one near you is shut down. The one near you now is a Crazy Mason, and I hate the Crazy Mason. Like, I don't hate it. Okay, let me rephrase that. Like, it's so boring.
Milkshakes, just go to 810. 810 is literally right down the road, and they have a Crazy Mason there.
Here's
Crazy
what's
Mason
wrong.
sounds like Crazy Mason sounds like a homeless person under the bridge.
Okay. So just a side quest from our COVID conversation. The Crazy Mason is a milkshake place down here in Myrtle Beach. It started up inside of 810 near the mall, and since then business has been booming. It's busy. It stays busy. There's always a line out the door. It's just crazy milkshakes. They're milkshakes inside of a mason jar, hence the name. And they're normally like decked out with like cakes and brownies, and like it's just a very egregious milkshake. But anyway, here's the thing. They're not the people who own the Crazy Mason down here in Myrtle Beach. They're not the first people to do crazy milkshakes. They're definitely not. The crazy milkshakes have been a thing for a fucking forever, for like a long time. But they were the first people to do it down here. So then a few other places have started opening up crazy milkshake things down here. Like there's one, it's like mugs or whatever. It's like milkshake mug. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, they were like starting like Facebook turf wars with each other, and everyone's like, the Crazy Mason's so much better. Like, you stole their idea, and this and this and this. It's like these people are so like, fuck. I don't even know what to say about these people who are like blind. They're like, you're stealing this person's buddy. They didn't own the idea to begin with. It's been an idea. These crazy like extreme milkshakes have been around for a lot longer than what the Crazy Mason has. I can't stand like how much everyone sucks the Crazy Mason's dick down here. But anyways, that's just a side quest. They really fucking do. It's like a cult down here with the Crazy Masons.
Sounds like a cult,
It's literally like a cult. Like they're fans that line out the door and wait hours for these milkshakes that aren't even made with like homemade ice cream, and it's just a bunch of pre-bought frozen like brownies and shit like that they stack on it. It's whatever.
I mean, it just sounds like a freaking milkshake. It's just a milkshake in a mason jar. Like, what the fuck?
It's just an extremely crazy, sweet, decorated milkshake in a mason jar. That's quite literally. It's not like it's not some kind of crazy, extreme, smart idea. It was just something that like has existed for forever, and then they finally came down here. But like I said, there's been other places that have opened up down here, and they've done similar things. And everyone's like, "You're stealing their idea," and it's like, shut up. Anyways. The Crazy Masons started overtaking places down here. When anyone else tries to open up something else that's similar, then like their fan base like chews them alive. Like it's just ridiculous. But
to be fair, that I like the name. I mean, Crazy Mason with a mason jar and ice cream. And jar. That's cool. But the whole cultish thing, no.
I mean, let's be honest. How creative is the Crazy Mason? You're literally just doing extreme milkshakes in a mason jar. Like no matter what they put in front of Mason. There's only like it's only so creative, to be fair. But anyway, I'm just spiteful with them. I
don't know. I'm easily amused.
I don't know. I'm spiteful. There's something I have no issue with the place. I've been to the place. I like the milkshake. It was good. Like it was too sweet. I couldn't even finish mine, but it was good. Like I don't have an issue. I just have an issue with the fact when someone else does something similar down here, they like their fans spaz the fuck out. But anyways, that's just like something me and Noah have to deal with because we live down here. But yeah, there used to be a BurgerFi near you, and then it shut down for Crazy Mason. And when that happened, I actually got really upset. I was like, no way, BurgerFi shut down for that shit.
I bet. I mean, I would never want an ice cream place to open up over a bomb ass burger place. They are so good.
Well, what's crazy is Melt is right down the road from it.
Melt. I need to go back to Melt.
Yeah, so we have an ice cream. They opened up a Crazy Mason, right near Melt, which is like one of the most popular ice cream spots down here. And they home make their ice cream. Like they home make like unique flavors. The prices are great. It's all homemade. It's absolutely delicious. And like they're only open seasonally. So like I mean they really put themselves up with heavy competition. I think most people would still prefer Melt over the Mason, but yeah, no, that's disappointing that it shut down for milkshake, please.
To swing back to the whole COVID conversation, would you say that because you said that you didn't really experience any of the taste or smell issues? Did you?
No, I got the taste and smell issues. I just didn't get them till like 3 days. Okay, so my stuff's different. I already know what your situation is, Noah, and you can explain what your situation is. Since COVID here in a second. So I have a similar situation, but not quite. So I didn't lose my taste or smell when I had COVID, and keep in mind I've only had COVID once, and I didn't even get COVID until like October of 2022. So like I didn't even get COVID until like well after COVID was already like done for, I guess. Like, yeah, I didn't get it, and I'm autoimmune. And I worked in restaurants. I still don't know how I didn't get it. I was being very, like, sanitational. I was washing my hands constantly. I wasn't really wearing my mask properly, but, like, what?
No, I was going to say, you said you worked in a restaurant. I'm just thinking to myself, please cough on me.
I mean, we would... Yeah, that's another thing that's a whole nother side quest. But, like, people would come actively into the restaurants during COVID and be like, I got COVID, and like cough their fucking lungs out and while eating. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm autoimmune. I get sick very easily. But I'm not one of those people who are like, you need to wear a mask 24/7 and you can't do this or this and that. But like, if you're sick, stay home. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, there's people that died from that shit. There's like actual people who have died who have gotten permanent issues, and you're out here like and I was working at Paula Deen's at the time. You're really coming out here like risking other people's lives to go eat shitty ass Paula Deen food, really? But
Paula Deen's.
Yeah, but anyways, we keep straying away from this, but yeah, I didn't lose my taste or smell until 3 days in. And it was losing your taste and smell is a very unique experience, especially the smell, because for me, when I lost my smell, everything just smelled like it was burning. Like there was no that's the best way I could describe it. Like, when you go to like a bonfire and then your clothes smell smoky, that's just how everything smelt to me when I lost my smell and taste. And to this day,
familiar.
Yeah, and it came back after like 2 weeks after I had COVID. It finally came back. But to this day, if I if I'm laying down and I shoot up too hard, like too fast, or if I'm like, sometimes when I just wake up in the morning for no reason, I'll like smell that smell. Like my smell will go in and out, and I'll just have I'll be smelling like the burning smell, like the smoky fire smell that I smelled whenever, I had COVID, when my smelling went out. And so my smelling is like permanently warped to a degree from COVID. And that's my experience, but Noah's got a whole completely different experience.
The funny thing is, for me, when I lose my smell, salt, like mustard, ketchup, or some sauces, or it has to be like a liquid substance like that, it just starts smelling weird. Like I can't stand it. That's what happens to me sometimes. It's awkward.
Seems very awkward
because I can't eat anything without. Because when I get sick, this is sick with anything. Because I've been sick like this before this, like years ago, and this happens once in a while, like a flu or some crap. Like I would lose my sense of smell. Well, I won't say lose it. The smell just turns into rant. It turns rank, basically. It's weird.
I'm kind of too with you there with the whole, like, I didn't get COVID when it like first like started in 2020. It wasn't until probably a year later when I was working at a different place, because I was working at like hotels and stuff during that time. 'Cause it was like post Outback. And so I just remember I was at work one day, and I started getting like a little like lightheaded / dizzy, which I was like, okay, maybe like I stood up too quickly, what have you, like just moving around too much. I just need to take a break for a second. And when that happened, like, it didn't really, like, wear off. I was kind of like I was, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, daydream or, like, so it doesn't really, like, feel like you're living in real life kinda thing, like, it kinda feels like you're just out of it. And,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Okay, I'll probably get through this," and then we ordered lunch, and I think we had, like, Chick-fil-A that day, and I could just remember biting into it, and it just tasted like absolutely nothing, and I would, go in there to eat with, like, my dad, and it was a good thing that he was there 'cause I immediately looked at him and I was like, "Yo, there's something wrong. I can't, like, taste this or whatever." And so he, like, immediately called up his manager, and then they were basically like, "Yo, you guys need to get the hell out of here. Like, you guys, since you're around him, you're most likely, like, gonna get infected and what have you." So he was like, "Just get out of there." And so, of
Evacuate.
course. Hmm?
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Um, so of course I went back home and we went to do the test, and like it was progressively getting worse, but it wasn't until like after I got the test that we probably like the next day, because like it was like a slow, gradual kind of like drop off. And then I remember waking up the next morning. It's definitely like one of the worst um sicknesses I have. I lost my smell and taste, obviously, and it just like drains you of like all the energy you have in your body. Like I was probably stuck in bed, like basically bedridden, couldn't move or get out of the bed. I didn't even have the energy to like stand up and get and like go in the shower and stand up in the shower. It was like that for probably a whole week. And then even after I was all done and like quote unquote recovered from it, my smell never really came back. Like I would probably say, um, definitely like lost like more than like half my smell. I can get like a whiff of something here and there every now and then. Like candles, I can probably get one good smell out of, and like that's the first time I go to smell it. But after that, it's like I don't get anything.
Yeah, there's been quite a few times I've been with Noah and I've pointed out the smell of something. He's like, I can't smell it.
It has its uses though. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh
Like
yeah, there
working in
was one.
hotels and some
Oh
nasty
yeah,
shit, like you just can't smell it, and it's just like so great. But then
yeah.
there's just like a lot of things I wish I could smell. And I've tried. Like my dad told me to like he's like you just got to retrain your like sense of smell or what have you. So he's like smell things that are like strong, like like coffee grounds or like chili powder, things of that nature.
Did it work?
No. Here we are 4 years later and I'm still in the same boat.
Yeah, I remember when I was driving us to
Charlotte.
yeah, was it Charlotte? Did we drive all the way to
Yeah.
Charlotte? Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
thinking it
that's
was
where
like
that one tech
Raleigh.
place was.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought we drove somewhere else, but anyways, yeah, I was driving us up to Micro Center in Charlotte, because that's like that was a 4-hour drive or something like that. But anyways, I remember like we were passing by something and it smelled horrific. It was like nasty smelling, and I had to like roll down the windows and everything. I'm like, "Do you smell that?" And you're just like, "I can't smell anything." I'm like, "Oh, aren't you a lucky little guy?" But yeah, no, I like
Wonderful.
there was multiple times. I think at one point I was like, "Dude, smell my hand sanitizer," or something like that. Like I was like, "It smells so good," and you're like, "I can't smell that." I'm like, "Okay." So at this point, it's like ingrained into me
Terrible.
that you just can't smell anything. But like, it's so crazy how different our COVID experiences were. Because here's the thing: I'm autoimmune. I get sick very easily, as I've already stated. But maybe this is because I caught COVID so early, like when I kind of knew I had it, like because I don't know how it didn't register in your mind like immediately when you couldn't taste something that it was COVID. But for me, like just the coughing alone, I was like COVID. So like I caught it so early, I immediately started like I went to the doctor the next day, like after getting the negative test. So like, I got the positive test. I went and I got the test 12 hours after the coughing, and then once when it got confirmed, which was the next day, I believe, then I immediately went to the doctor. And so, like, they told me to, like, drink tons of water and all this stuff and, like, sleep upright. So, like, literally slept, like, upright for, like, the whole week, and I was drinking, like, tons and tons of water. And so, like, it didn't hit me that hard. Like, energy was drained, but, like, it didn't hit me that hard. Like, I had a worse time recovering from, like, my, like, reconstructive surgery in my hand. or like when I've had like the flu. I had a worse time when I had the flu than what I did with COVID, which was insane to me because a lot of people had it a lot worse with COVID.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just like things just get more wild and wild these days. And like, you have all these like it went from like COVID being one thing and now it's like multiple different strands of it. And like then we got new things that are like, oh, is this the new COVID? And it's just like, I really don't ever want to see another lockdown or pandemic in my life.
Oh yeah, is going around really bad right now.
I did get COVID. Oh yeah, I did get COVID at one point. I was trying to think this entire time.
You sound like you just found gold there.
No, because I was like rummaging my brain because I've been sick a couple times, but there's been 2 times where I've been like super sick, and whenever I got COVID, I had gotten like up in Raleigh, they had like this drive-through test. So you go like just stroll up to the tent, they shove the rod up your nose, and they'll text you or call you in like 30 minutes. So I was on my way home, and it's like 20 minutes from my house. And they called me, and they were like, hey, just so you know, you tested positive. And I was like, oh, all right, cool, thanks. And I didn't really know how to take it. Like, at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, well, I don't really feel all that different, so I'm just going to go home and tell my mom.
Oh, his internet cut out again. His internet's been up for like 2 months, for like a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sitting here telling him right now, he should really he needs to call his internet provider. He probably has like a really outdated modem or something. Like there's no reason why his internet should be going out like this much. He like loses internet connection like almost every single day, multiple times a day now. I don't know how he hasn't gone crazy enough to call someone in there. Like shit, when my internet acts up once or like more than once, like 2 or 3 times, at that point I'm like, nope, Time Warner Cable better get their asses up here immediately.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that shit in forever.
Time Warner Cable?
Yeah, because they're called Spectrum now.
Yeah, they've been called Spectrum for a long time, but I still call them Time Warner Cable here and there.
God, I miss those remotes.
I don't. Those things were like little bricks. You ever had someone throw a Time Warner Cable remote at your head? Shit's like literally getting slapped by a fucking...
Not yet.
Like by a fucking brick, man.
That's the first that's the first thing I hear when I come back in.
So do you want me to like throw a remote at the back of your head and be like, you ready for this nostalgia trip?
No, well, it's because like growing up, my youngest brother, but he was a little fighter, man. My youngest brother, he's 6 years younger than me, so I'm 25. He's about to be 19 here soon. But anyways, when we were younger, he would throw shit like crazy. Like, okay, so my mom used to have these like fake apples, like these fake like decorative apples, and they were like solid, dude. It was like baseball. They were like, okay, softball sizes, so like bigger than a baseball, and they felt like solid baseballs. Like they were thick. They were not made out of foam or some shit. They were thick. That bitch used to get mad and like throw those bitches full force at us. He would throw Wii remotes at us, and then Time Warner Cable remotes. Like he would be throwing shit all the time. Like that shit hurts. You ever been popped up in the side of your head by a Wii remote, like thrown at you with like full force? It hurts. You get a knot, man.
No, but Logan threw a rock at the back of my head when we were young, and I have a scar.
You got like a gash?
Yeah. He like busted me wide open. He threw a big ass rock at the back of my head on purpose.
See, I was lucky to not have that issue. Instead, my brothers just beat on each other. So like one day my brother threw a stick at the other brother and broke his nose and his bone underneath his eye.
What the
Yeah, we went off on a whole tangent about getting hit by like Time Warner Cable remotes and all the stuff while you were gone.
Got a dent in my knee from my brother once.
Doing
dent
what?
In your knee?
How do you have a damn dent in your knee?
The corner of a remote.
What kind of remote?
How do you have a dent? No, you don't understand what I'm saying. How do you have a dent in your knee?
So we were chucking the remote at each other like full force because we were pissed off at each other. And
yes. I love men.
He threw it at my knee, and the corner of the remote got stuck into my knee.
Oh god!
There was like the whole outline of the remote and everything in my knee.
Yeah.
I love men's innate nature to do stupid stuff.
Well, but I didn't say it's just mint. Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, never mind. This is also just my brothers. So, like, me and both of my brothers, keep in mind, like, the youngest one's 6 years younger than me. The other one's 2 years younger than me. So, anyways, we were watching, like, you know, when WWE was, like, a big thing. Like, so we were watching WWE, like, and they had a bunk bed, and I was in there. We had a blow-up mattress in the room for some reason as well. And so we were all, like, watching WWE, like, John Cena on, like, you know, one of those little tiny box TVs, like the little tiny ones every kid used to have in their room. And anyways, we were all watching it. We were all jumping up and down like it was a trampoline on the inflatable, like, bed. And, like, we were all, like, fighting with each other, you know, trying to be WWE, you know. And anyways, the middle brother took the younger one and, like, pushed him, and he slammed his head into the corner of the drywall. Like, you know, where there's, like, a metal corner at. And, like, it put a dent in his head so bad they thought he had to go to the hospital. And to this day, my brother has a dent on his head. Or, like, a knot permanently from where he got slammed into the wall. So, yeah, the youngest brother has not only had his face broken by a stick by the middle brother, and then his nose broken, but he's also had, like, a massive dent put in the corner of his head. So, yeah, I guess it wasn't me. I participated in it, but I didn't get hurt like that.
I'm glad you participated. Everybody deserves to pretend like they're in WWE at some point in time.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, until there was blood everywhere.
It still sounds fun.
All right. Then we're making it real.
I'd like to think that one day if I have kids and they do some shit like that, I'm gonna walk in the room and just start laughing. Like, obviously, it's not gonna be funny if your kid's, like, bleeding from some stupid shit like that. But, like, you gotta think on it though. You're like, what the f are these kids doing, man?
Oh, speaking of bleeding, I remember we talked about this once. We do have I do have a scar on my forehead about it's a little scar. You can still see it, but it was like when I was 1 year old. I was jumping on a glass table and fell through it and hit my head on the freaking table. I don't remember it at all.
Dude, you're literally not the you're not the first person I know to have had that story happen.
What?
I know a few people who have fell through glass tables. Even my dog fell through a glass table. One of my dogs, when I was younger. He like, went to go stand on it to eat food and fell through it. Like, I don't know what it was about glass. I know
some thin glass. If your dog just stood on it and fell.
He jumped on it to get food. He didn't know any better. He was young. He was like he wasn't a puppy, but he was like he was like 7 or 8. He was okay. By the way, guys, for anyone listening who's like, oh my god, the dog jumped through glass. Like, he's okay. He's still alive, by the way. He's not my dog. He's my family's dog. Like, he was good. But anyways, I know, like, 3 people who have, like, fell through glass tables. Like, that's strange, right?
Well, the thing is, I don't remember it at all, so I can't really give you a story on it. That's just what I was told.
I would say it's strange too.
What about knowing multiple people that have fell through glass tables?
Yes.
I like how that's the issue, not the issue of how dangerous apparently glass tables are.
I mean, I had a glass desk for the longest time. And sometimes I would bang on that thing to Kingdom Come, and it was pretty stable.
Banging.
I mean, I like glass tables. I think they're great. I just know multiple people have fell through them. And a dog. The dog, too.
Because of Jumpy. Let me go see what happens when I jump on glass.
Well, okay, hold on. Okay, at least the people that I knew that fell through the glass, like the dog's a big dog. Dude weighed close to 100. He was a heavy dog. He is a heavy dog. Like, and the other people, they were like, you know, like 7, 8 years old, like teenagers. How did a 1-year-old have enough weight to be able to break a glass table?
Don't ask me. It was when I was like 1. I don't know, and that's what I was told.
Now that's a thin table, then, brother. That is a thin table.
Yeah, it probably was because it was like a 91 or 92. That's what I was told because I have the scar on it. I have the scar on my forehead.
No, say because you couldn't have weighed that much, which means you must have
honestly,
stomped the shit out of it. Like, you can't even walk at 1. How the f did you do that? What?
I'm not sure. The thing is,
can 1-year-olds walk?
I don't think it was walking. I think I was just on it and I fell through it. So it was probably messed up to begin with. I'm not sure. I never got that much in detail with my mom.
So Leo is just swaddled up by his mom, wrapped up in a, baby in a manger, and they got sat on the table and just fell through, I guess.
That's basically what she said. She said my dad had to call the hospital, and she was just sitting there with the towel, just watching me bleed.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must have been a thin ass table. So I'll say, because at the age of 1, you probably weighed like 20 pounds. Like, how did you break through it? It must have been a really shitty table.
It probably was thin, and I think after that they never touched the glass table again. I don't believe.
I think glass tables are great when they're not thin.
Yeah, but again, that's just hearsay. That's just what I was told. I don't remember any of that. You don't have memories until you're 3 anyway, mostly. I think.
I didn't come on until I was like 4 or 5, I'd say.
I think statistically it's the age of 5. The age of 5 and before, any memories that you may, quote unquote, may have are just memories that your brain has interpretedly made up. They're fill-in, made-up memories. So any memories you have before, of toddler and before, is most likely made up. It's not the true story.
I mean, I guess you're right, but the thing is, I lived in a trailer when I was from age 1 to 4 or 5ish, and I remember that trailer like the back of my hand. Oh, it's not there anymore. It's torn down. It's away and gone. The only remnants of that is a videotape my mom has. But I remember the whole trailer, and I only lived there from like 1 to 5, and we moved to a house at age 5, and so I would argue that the memory comes on earlier, not 1 or 2, but probably between 3 and 4 for some people, not everyone, but mine did, because I can remember everything. I can remember the whole trailer, what it looked like. I can draw you a sketch on the rooms, everything, and I was like 4 or 5 years old.
All I can remember is that me and my brother bumped heads in a bouncy house, and that's when the lights turned on.
Okay, yeah, no, it's okay. So it starts around the age of 3 or 4, so that makes more sense.
Yeah, because I was like, nah, it won't start at 5, because age 6 is when most people start kindergarten or 7.
Yeah, so it says it's known as childhood amnesia. So that's the inability to recall early childhood memories, which makes sense. I mean, there's some times where I remember stuff, and my mom's like, "That is not how that happened." Like, I'm sure all of us probably had at least some point in our parents where you like remember something, and they're like, "This is not how that happened."
Yeah, but sometimes parents do lie. I will say that.
Oh, I'm sure. Just like when Jackson popped out from the womb, I'm sure his mom was like, "Oh my god, this baby's white." It's not.
Oh my god, it's Carl. Oh my god, it's Carl Weezer.
Hey, Mom!
No, you got any spunky stories to tell?
None that I can really think of at the moment, I'll be honest.
There's nothing you, like, remembered as a kid and then it come to find out it wasn't the right memory, or I don't know, something stupid you did as a child? I'm sure you have a lot of stories like that, never mind. Because kids just do stupid shit. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's because of you. I'm just saying kids do stupid stuff, and I'm sure Jackson also was one of those kids who did stupid stuff. I did stupid stuff. We could make that a whole episode actually, because I have a very vivid memory that I regret to this day that I did something so nasty as a child, and I think it would be a very great story to retell. So we could do like next podcast episode, like childhood cringe stories.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. If you end up enjoying the video, please do like and subscribe. And with that said, we will see you guys next time.
Later.